Supreme Court hearing is underway on the adultery laws. Apex Court has observed the law is arbitrary, treats women like cattle or property of men. Five-judge Constitution bench is hearing the constitutionality of the Just Section 1497. Justice Chandrachud observed segregation of or tweaking the archaic law is not possible. It is a violation of right to life and right to equality. Our legal correspondent Anisha Soni is now with us on the phone line for more on this story. A very crucial hearing and some interesting observations being made there, Anusha, by the bench, including the CJI.
That's right, Ankit. And you know, the entire debate on adultery seems to be a divided debate between genders, between men versus women. But if one closely looks at the present law on adultery, it actually does not allow women to be complainants in this case. At the same time, you know, it is not adultery for a married man to have any kind of to engage in any kind of sexual activity with an unmarried woman or with a widow or a single woman. It's only in the case of a married woman it's called an adultery. The view of the Supreme Court so far is that this section reeks of a morality that does not suit the modern times. At the same time, they are also of the view that this entire notion of treating women like properties between two men, which can be exchanged with the consent of one or another, is something that needs to be done away with.
Rahul Ishwar is also joining us, activist on the phone line for more on this story. Rahul, the Supreme Court has also made interesting observations about the government's contention that this, if this law is amended and even if it is made gender neutral, this is going to in some way hamper the entire institution of marriage. That sounds absurd.
Sir, marriage is an institution with great sanctity. We have to uphold it. And please remember, the entire right-leaning cultural argument is that marriage is sanctity and we have an ethical and moral legal responsibility to uphold the institution of marriage. This is the premise on which the entire right-leaning works, and we believe in.
But Rahul, how is it that the entire onus is on the women to uphold the sanctity of marriage? I mean, isn't it on both partners equally to ensure that the sanctity of marriage is intact?
I know, but I concede that the articulation in that particular law may be a bit archaic. But the spirit of the law, the soul of the law is slightly different. We have to uphold the soul of the law. And marriage as an institution should be there. That's the reason why the entire right-leaning spectrum proposes premarital education and marital orientation in marriages. Just like the Colorado state in US has marital education law, we need to have marital education law. Our many Christian organizations does that. We have proposed that as a solution. Marriage is having sanctity, and we support the present government's contention that marriage as an institution should be protected.
Thank you, Rahul Ishwar, for joining us with your inputs on this story. Anusha, the fact is that the Supreme Court also has said, and this is a core argument of equality as far as the gender discrimination is concerned in this law. The court said that each partner is equally responsible to keep the sanctity of the marriage intact. If a married woman has sexual intercourse with a married man other than her husband, why should the man alone be punished when the woman too is an equal partner, if that is considered a crime?
You know, Ankit, if you really divide this entire debate on adultery into binaries, it's very misleading. For the simple reason that, you know, for a married man to have an affair with an unmarried woman is not adultery in this country. Okay, so what Rahul Ishwar was just arguing, that we must protect the sanctity of the marriage and the spirit of the law. The spirit of the law is to protect women as a property in the marriage. It's not so much about ensuring that men or women do not step out of the boundaries of marriage. And because it reeks of a certain Victorian morality where men are the one who are initiators and women are the passive receptors, that is the reason that women in this case cannot be made, a guilty party. At the same time, because they are not a guilty party, a woman cannot lodge a complaint against her adulterous husband. I think that's a very important point we need to make out. That as women, one cannot go and complain against her adulterous husband. It is only an agreed man who can complain against another man. So it's not man versus woman, it's a man versus man debate.
Yes, I think in fact it's on many levels that there has to be parity as far as the gender discrimination is concerned for both men and women as far as this law is concerned.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.